blasphemy of this recipe name won't seem so pretentious to you after you taste this. The flavor and texture makes it really stand apart from other meatloaves. One reason is the use of cinnamon, which was common in meat dishes in the 17th and 18th century, but is rarely seen today. What I've done here is use the technique of making an Indian masala to create the flavor, only without the ginger, cumin, or other Indian seasonings, so this doesn't taste anything like a curry. Instead, the flavor brings to mind an 18th century European farmhouse dinner table.
Have the mayonnaise and the kefir or buttermilk already in there. I'm going to add a little fresh cracked white pepper, salt, lemon juice, the garlic cloves, sugar. I have a pan that's heating. I'm adding first the butter to it, olive oil, this is on a medium heat. I'm going to begin sweating the onion. Okay, it's been 3 minutes now. There's a lot of moisture has come out of the onions. This is going to keep spices from burning. I've got the paprika, cinnamon, turmeric, and dried mustard. They're all going in. And if you put these in right away at the beginning with the hot oil, they'll just burn, and that won't be good. Okay, it's been 2 minutes now. You got to make sure that nothing's sticking to the bottom and burning. And that's been 2 minutes. I'm going to add the passata pureed tomatoes, that is. About 1 more minute of this, and we're going to start adding the other ingredients here. Okay, it's been about a minute, minute and a half. Here's the marjoram. Here's the lemon zest, it's freshly grated. Dark brown sugar, salt. Seems like a lot of salt. But remember, this is also a lot of meat, as is the only salt that the entire dish is getting. After about 5 more minutes, I'm going to turn the heat off. And this is now very thick. It's like a bit like an Indian masala, for obvious reasons, because you've got tomatoes and onions that have been cooked down. Okay. So now, I'm going to add black pepper and the MSG, the 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, and a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. And I'm not cooking this anymore, I'm not heating it anymore. I'm just going to let this cool off. I'm going to transfer it to a bowl here in just a minute. We'll let it cool down more before we combine it with the other ingredients. I'm going to put the bowl on a scale and start weighing out your other ingredients. Breadcrumbs and the creamer in. There's the egg yolk. There's the parsley. Now mix these together first before we add the meat to it. And then that way we won't have to mix the meat together quite as much. And the less you mix the meat together, the more tender and soft the final product will be. If you just mix all of it at once, you'll have to knead the meat and knead the meat and knead the meat in order to get it evenly distributed, and then the meatloaf will be tough. So you want to mix all of your other ingredients first and then just fold the meat in. Okay, this looks pretty good. Now, the amount of pork versus beef that you're using here is up to you. I actually like this with pure beef, no pork. And this is beef that I've ground myself too. More traditional for meatloaf, of course, is a mixture of pork and beef. Try it with just beef. Really good. And take your loaf pan, add a little olive oil to it. work it up the sides just to shift the meatloaf doesn't stick to the edges. It'll also actually help give it a brown texture around the edges. It will give it crunchy bits around the edge because the oil will conduct the heat better. Okay. Now we load the meat into the pan. And press it down a bit. And this is what it should look like when it's going into the oven now. Here's what meatloaf looks like after an hour and 15 minutes. We're going to let it cool before we separate it from the edges.
Also look for my cocktail book, Cocktails of the South Pacific and Beyond, Advanced Mixology, available through Amazon online.